Hey everybody, and welcome back to Interrogation. You will be deceived. Let's get back in, and yes, we did some successes. That's right. We tracked down the informer. We negotiated with the DA. We'll be seeing Fred for his promised new information. The district attorney has accepted the transfer. Don't know what that was all about, but whatever. Did we give away a guy, like, permanently? Because that would be bad. The department we tried to help was very thankful for our support. Oh, no. Fred's not one of our guys. Fred is one of the terrorists, and we agreed to get him moved to another, like, facility or something like that. That's right. And Tab went home, but couldn't stop thinking about the case. Press approval went down, everything else stayed the same. Our motivations are very high, moderate, very high, and very high, so we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and jump right in here. What are we doing today? Oh, is it? Oh, okay, so this is the informant, and then there was something about the investigative affairs or internal affairs. Might want to come talk to me. So Rachel, tell me. Why'd you try to give us the slip? Did she? I don't know. Welcome back, Rachel. Maybe I should have read that a little more about how we succeeded on this. Welcome back, Rachel. Yeah. Sorry for the whole ghosting part. It's okay. I would like to thank you for all your help. However, I'd also like to know what happened. What happened, though? Are you okay? Anything we can help with? Ah, yeah, so we can try to be nice and friendly. Yes, I'm okay. No need to worry. It's a bit more complicated, but me and my boyfriend rented a new place. Well, not only that, but we also quit our jobs. It's weird, I know. He just insisted that we lay low for a while. Ooh. And why exactly did he insist that you lay low? Okay, Rachel, this is it. I'll need your boyfriend's name or I'm arresting you for conspiracy with a terrorist. Or did these bastards make the poor guy crack? Make him fully paranoid? Yeah, maybe that one. No, really, not yet, I guess. He just got this message from Miss Luck, or Lady Luck, or whatever they call her, to lay low for real. He spoke to Lady Luck personally? Because Lady Luck wrote to him personally, or the leader of the Liberation Front writing to him personally? Seems your boyfriend is really climbing the organizational ladder, isn't he? Let's not let her on to that, because she might be more concerned. We'll just be like, Lady Luck? She mentioned him? I don't think so. From what I gathered, they all got the same message. It's the only time this happened, from what I understand. Okay, so maybe we got him rattled. Why'd you agree to go with him? Since we last spoke, has he been involved in any attacks? Since we last spoke, any change in how they organize? Since we last spoke, did you get to hear any names you could give us? Or we're done here for now. Thank you. We'll stay in touch. Why'd you agree to go with him? I didn't want to leave him alone, especially not now. Not now? Is he planning on doing something, Rachel? Be honest with me, Rachel. Is he abusing you? Is he planning on doing something, Rachel? No, it's nothing like that. I just fear for his mental health. I wouldn't want to leave him all alone, especially now when we weren't really going out of the house much. At least having each other is essential. Has he been involved in any other attacks? No, I'm sure he hasn't. He's been too busy with those damn pigeons. What pigeons, Rachel? Yeah, he out of the blue decided to buy like 30 pigeons and train them to send messages. It's so not working. Is the front starting to use homing pigeons to communicate? You think you could notify us when he sends one with a message? Maybe we could intercept it. Yeah, sure, but don't go posting pigeon snipers anytime soon. He's freaking hopeless. More than half of the pigeon died or flew away. He's been trying to get them to return with a message for quite a while now without any results. Alright. Well, since last we spoke, any change in how they organize? No, not much, honestly. I just saw he stopped using that pet care chat room, which is kind of ironic with the pigeons and all. Did you hear any new names? No, still nothing. I just know that he's been talking online with people from other countries. He keeps on saying that they need to expand globally to be able to make a positive difference. Alright, well, you know what? Thank you for nothing. Except for maybe the pigeon idea. Okay. Ah, this good old refreshing evening air is nice. Say, boss, are you sure we did right here by getting Ennis a transfer? He might have usable intel. If he doesn't, it will have been a mistake. Even if he doesn't have usable intel, at least we helped him escape Drasco's bullying. Oh, I'm sure he gets transferred to a much worse prison. I made sure he gets transferred to a much worse prison. It's the lowest survival rate for its security level in the state, but he'll only know that after a little talk. No, you know what? Even if he doesn't have usable intel, at least we stopped something. Don't know why that asshole deserves any saving. I guess even the smallest nuggets of info from a low-level guy like him could still be valuable. Well, time to go talk to him. Let's get in the car. I'll drive. Thank you. Hello, Fred. Greetings, Mr. Ennis. Thank you for accepting our offer to relocate you. Do you realize that this offer is legally contingent on your aid in our ongoing investigation into the Liberation Front? Hi, Fred. I'm glad to see you're all in one piece. I've heard prison's been a little rough on you. Fred. My dear Fred. I'm so glad to see your sorry terrorist ass again. We'll have so much more fun today. You'll see. For old time's sake. Glad to see you're in one piece, Fred. Well, officer, I will not lie. It was a difficult time. Hopefully, with your help, it will get better from this point on. Is it true that Antron Drasco has been harassing you in prison? Have you heard of the Liberation Front's recent activity? I'm curious what happened to Muggy after you went to prison. Muggy was your pet? What are you planning on doing after you get out? Is it true that Anton Drasco has been harassing you in prison? Well, yes, he's been pestering me ever since you put him in prison, calling me a snitch and rallying the other inmates against me. A snitch, you say? Wow, that's rough, especially in prison. Prison folk don't take well to snitches. Well, this is exactly what you are, Fred, a snitch. Don't deny it. You are nothing more than a small little snitch. Yes, that's in line with the report I've received. Do not worry, disciplinary measures will be taken against Mr. Drasco. No, please don't do that. He has connections and could get to me even from a different prison, especially if you do something like that to him. He'd take it like proof I'm working for you. And the last time he got angry, I spent 2 weeks in the infirmary. Let's be friends with the man, or at least pretend to be friends with the man. I'm sorry that your life was at risk. It's sad that the current prison system doesn't manage to prevent such abuses. Yes, another failure of the justice system. Placing criminals together is only a punishment for the least violent of them. It's an environment that breeds violence and corruption. Have you been talking to the Liberation Front since your incarceration? Well, I've been working with some lawyers during my case, who I think the front subsidized, but lately they have disappeared, so not even that. It's common for the Liberation Front to subsidize lawyers for members. Well, I guess these lawyers must have realized that murderous terrorists are not worth their time. Do you happen to know the name of the lawyer? I mean, will he give us the name of the lawyer? Probably not. There were a couple of them, but they seemed to do this on orders of some senior lawyer or something like that. They always consulted with him on the phone. I think they called him Honest Gabe or something. Okay. Honest Gabe. Is it common for them to do this? I guess so. For example, I know Anton had worked with them. Alright, well, I'm not going to call him a murderous terrorist, because that's probably gonna not... that doesn't fit the mold that we're trying to fit here. How's the food in prison? How are your cellmates? How are you spending your time? Did you make any friends? Tell me about the food. It's okay. Bland, but okay. And your cellmates? Cellmate. I don't know. He was a drug dealer from what I gathered. One of those immigrants that came to our country to be in gangs and destroy our youth. We don't speak much. And, how are you spending your time? I work in the kitchen, doing inventory. It keeps me busy, but it's mindless and meaningless work. It also means, or comes with minor perks, if you know what I mean. Okay. I don't know what kind of minor perks you have. Like stabbing things with knives, maybe? You make any friends in prison? Look, officer, I agreed to help you with your investigation. I don't see how this is relevant to that. No, I didn't make friends. Being called a snitch pretty much ensures that. Alright, alright. What happened to Muggy? Can you tell me about Muggy? I had to give him away to a shelter. I have no idea what happened to him. I hope he's okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Fred. What do you plan on doing after you get out? I don't know. I don't really feel like I could go back to being a bureaucrat in a bank, after I experienced the absurdity of our prison system. I also don't know if they would hire a convicted criminal. Even though I didn't harm anyone, it's not like this makes me any less qualified. Well, thank you, Mr. Ennis. Thank you for your time. I don't know what we got out of that other than maybe Honest Gabe or whatever. Good day, officer. Achievement unlocked. Stay a while and listen. Detective, this is Elias Hall, Internal Affairs. Greetings. If you're both ready, head in for questioning. I have my case file ready. We can go ahead. I look forward to hearing your conclusion after you're done, Mr. Hall. I'm sure you are, Chief Anderson. I'm sure you are. Why do we gotta be in a freaking cell? Can't you just do this in an office like a normal person? Do you understand why I'm here? I don't actually. My team's been performing adequately in all our cases. Some internal affairs bullshit keeping me away from important business, I expect. Ethical concerns, I expect. My team and I navigate a perilous sea in that sense. I don't really understand, no. I've been doing everything by the book. Have you now? So you're confident the department and its behavior haven't breached any internal procedures? I am, yes. Who the hell knows, man? There's so many procedures and bullshit rules, it's impossible to actually do good work with them. Other than a strong suspicion of Tab, my team's clean. I mean, Tab wasn't working with anything. No, yeah, I am. Very well, let's see how this goes. Before we dive into the issues, are there any ethics breaches you'd like to declare yourself? Just that I'm still not convinced Tab Thompson isn't involved with the Liberation Front. I know giving up Benno Wise ignored procedures, but I maintain that it was worth it. Nope, I'm running a clean operation. Of course you are. How would you describe your leadership style? Autocratic or delegative? Not autocratically, just with a strong sense of hierarchy. I'd say I give my agents abundant space to make their own decisions, yeah. Even so, responsibility for the unit's results remain with you. Benno Weiss has gotten away as a direct consequence of your actions. Can't catch them all. We saved the factory, didn't we? With pleasure, no need to thank us. I took a calculated risk and was wrong. There's one more Liberation Front member out there because of me. No, we saved the factory, dude. Was it your actual intent to help Benno Wise escape? No. It was to save the factory and get closer to Liberation Front leadership, which I did. No, I was sure we'd get Wise before King managed to tip him off. Oh, for fuck's sake, are you serious with these questions? No, it was not my actual intent. Why is it that you believe Daniel Wilson to be Liberation Front? I don't remember who Daniel Wilson is, honestly. Not even sure he was, but better safe than sorry. He was manipulated into planting bombs that may have hurt terrorists. That makes him a terrorist. It's pretty simple stuff. I'm close to the Liberation Front. I've talked to over a dozen of them. I can tell who their people are. Is Mr. Wilson the man that has some mental health problems? He was manipulated. Like, that was done. Key. Thank you for explaining it then. You're trained in profiling, so why is it that you can't give us a setup profile to more easily find Liberation Front members? It's because they have separate wings with different ideologies and structures, so a single profile can't apply? Well, you lack that very same training, so it would be very hard for you to understand any answer I give you. Their strategy specifically is to address different blanket society, like in a matrix approach. That means several profiles, which we are only now beginning to understand fully. No, that one. They have separate wings and different ideologies. Very rich understanding of their inner structures. Why is it that you believe Alex Nowak not to be the Liberation Front? I don't remember who these... Give me information on who these people are. I guess this is the guy that's, Wilson was the security guard, I guess. Alex Nowak is the guy with the mental health problems. Fellow's disturbed. Whatever he did, he can't be held responsible for his actions. No evidence of wrongdoing means he's innocent. We can't just jail people for association by departments by the book because the priest did it and the crazy had nothing to do with it. It's on our reports if you bother reading them. Yeah, let's get a little aggressive about it. I have. It's because I've read them that this discussion has become necessary. Why did you offer Fred Ennis support with his transfer? Because we wanted to coax him into helping us, evidently? Because I evaluated it'd be no risk to society if he was transferred? Just because I love all the fucking paperwork needed from prosecutors to get him moved? I just try to swamp my department with as much paperwork as possible. Because we needed to try to help him, or have him help us. Strange. You already know he wasn't a high-level member of the front. Yeah, but he may have more information he wasn't giving us. Let's talk about your management of this operation. I'm pretty sure we've all been talking about it so far, but okay, certainly. I'll do my best to stick to protocols. Okay, sure. Let's talk. You've alienated and demotivated your agents on occasion. Any comments on that? No, no comment. I merely drive them to be their best, for the team to be its best. That sometimes means making them less than happy. Well, being on my team takes a toll. It ain't for the weak. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. I mean, I don't think we did. I don't think we alienated and demotivated our agents. But if I did, it's because I was trying to drive them to be the best. You're known to be the book, but others say that's just a cover. I'm sure that's by the book, maybe? To be the book, but others say that's just a cover for being too soft. If we can get them by the book, they're as good as innocent. If we can't get them by the book, they're as good as innocent. Following these rules is the only line separating us from them. If that means being soft, fine. I want a soft society. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but office gossip will never harm me. No, if we screw up, they can get off on a technicality. That's not how this works. I'm quite certain the terrorists love that sort of thinking. I think you're part of them, dude. I think you are the terrorist. You seem to know a lot about what they advocate in very specific ideological terms. You have contact with the Liberation Front off the books? No, I just understand their points of view. It's my job, officer, to understand them, just as it is yours to know you're wasting a good cop's valuable time. Of course not. All of my research and study of their ideology is well documented in our reports. Yeah, we talk to people. How do you feel about the need to talk to the press? Hate it? Love it? I understand its necessity. So you're really convinced your operation and team are all the good guys in all of this? Absolutely. Insofar as good guys exist in reality, I don't think in those terms I'm merely doing my job. Absolutely, we're doing good work here. Of course you would. Sit back down, sir. You're intimidating me. This is not how we do these friendly conversations. I want you to understand that all of this is taking place so as to establish you're not doing more harm than good to this operation. So you need to stop the fucking evasion and bullshit. I've not given you neither evasion nor bullshit. I'm fully cooperating. Let's move this along faster if we can. The only thing hurting the operation right now is you keeping me away from it. I'm not evading or bullshitting you, dude. We'll see. Kalfus, Draskos, Bailey, Adams, Higgs. All these Liberation Fronters opened up to you. Why? Judicious use of enhanced interrogation techniques? Maybe the leadership told them to? Like you, I'm also quite good at what I do. Smug as shit you are. Oh, excuse me, sir? They yell while grasping your collar. Enough. Are you close to Liberation Front or not? I understand them well. It's my fucking job. Only for the purposes of disassembling their organization. Ironically, you're making light of several procedurals and ethical and such standards right now. Get your hands off of me, you rat bastard. Oh, really? That's what's fucking preoccupying you right now? You find it acceptable that you've psychologically tormented several of those suspects on tape? No, I truly regret it deeply. Yes, of course, a bit of mental anguish is worth saving lives. Oh, fuck you. It isn't different from what you're doing to me right now. I mean, if I did, I regret it, but I didn't do it. Some of the people you've intimidated and manipulated were innocent. Why did they deserve to be treated so? Nah, we didn't. They didn't. It's not my fault the Liberation Front made suspects of them. They'll be fine after a bit of quality therapy, and they get to not be bombed. Free perk on me. We don't know they weren't Liberation Front. We just weren't able to prove it. It's not my fault the Liberation Front did it. Your team decided they were suspects, not the front. No. You were way too sympathetic to their points of view in so many of these interrogations. When did you become a fan of their ideology? They have good points, their methods aside. You're insane. It's my job to trick them. I have to appear sympathetic. Of course I'm not. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, you total psycho. You know what? I'd love to click that, but no. It's my job to trick them, dude. Hey! Get your hands off me, you jerk. You're working with them, or at least you hope you were. Admit it. You're psychotic. You need to be urgently fired. Oh, if I was, I'd have them taken out first thing tomorrow. Stop this, please. No, you're psychotic, dude. Maybe you should realize what danger you're in. They slam the table and get in your face loudly. Anger filling every word and gesture. I will not be the fool that allowed the Liberation to flourish as a cancer to be spread by the incompetent or traitorous idiot who refused to end them. I'm gonna need my union-appointed representative in this room right now. I should have requested that like ages ago, and my lawyer, sir. I will not do any more conversation with you without my lawyer present. Get out of here. You're keeping me from my work against the front, you madman. Mr. Hall, I need you to calm down. All right, I confess to whatever you want. Torture, collaboration with the front. Sure, I did it all. I'm gonna need you to calm down, Mr. Hall. I'm not one of your fucking suspects. This is my ride. Tell me this, are you ready to die for the cause of ending these monsters? No, I'm not a fanatic like they are. We can't just be their mirror image. Yes, my life for thousands of lives would be otherwise lost. Is more than fair trade. I'm afraid the Liberation Front will win the clash of ideas. Theirs is the future. I mean, if I had to run in there and just disarm the bomb, sure. Well then, let's see where you stand. What do you even stand for in all this ultimately? You stand for our order, or for destructive ideological values? Our order, sir? Our order as in the Liberation Front's orders? I stand for the law. Ultimately, I stand for equity. Just doing my job here, man. Step off. I stand for the law, dude. They draw a knife, placing it on the table. Who is this rat bastard? Still not convinced you're innocent. Not convinced you can be in charge of something so big. So we'll have to make sure to go the extra mile to make sure. What are you doing with that? Is that supposed to scare me? It's people like you that lend the Liberation Front so much credence about the abusive nature of the state. Take your knife and get out of here. Excuse me? Speak! Are you a Liberation Front sympathizer? What the fuck, you madman? No! Are you trying to make me one? No. The fuck, you madman. Hey! I'm gonna need my representative in here. Are you a member of the Liberation Front? Stop. I don't feel so good. If you want me to say yes, I'll say yes if that's what you want. No, no. You're going to fucking kill me. What sort of fucking cop are you? Are you a Liberation Front leadership? Call off your goons. Close the operation. I don't feel so good. My vision's getting blurry. Fuck you, my friend. Well, that got real dark. We failed? Excuse me? We failed? We got killed by, Internal Affairs? Well, that was unexpected. And now, now the game appears to be bugged out. Excuse me? Let's restart the level, please. There you go. You understand why I'm here? I don't. No, I'm pretty confident that I'm clean. I'm running a clean operation here, dude. How would you describe your leadership style? Autocratic or delegative? I give my agents abundant space to make their own decisions. We save the factory. I mean, I'm not going to admit that I did anything wrong. This guy can just go to hell. Was it your actual intent to help Ben and Wise escape? We'll say something a little different there. No, I was sure we'd get Wise before King managed to tip him off. Maybe that is the better answer. Yet he managed from right under your nose. Why is it Liberation Front Daniel Wilson? Why do you believe Daniel Wilson to be Liberation Front? Not even sure he was, but better safe than sorry. No. He was manipulated to commit the crime. He committed the crime. They have separate wings with different ideologies. Why is it you believe Alex Novak not to be the Liberation Front? Let's go with this one. Let's go Fellows Disturbed. Whatever he did, he can't be held responsible for his actions. If Nowak happens to be Liberation Front, I'm sure they appreciate the reasoning. Why did you offer Fred Ennis support? Because we wanted to try to help him? Or wanted him to try to help us? Let's talk about the management of this operation. Pretty sure we've been talking about that so far, but okay. You've alienated and demotivated your agents. Any comments on that? I'm trying to get them to do their best. You're known to be by the book, but others say that's cover for being too soft. Well, we went for this one before, so let's go for following the rules is the only thing separating us from them. You seem to know a lot about what they advocate. I did all my research, and you have the notes, dude. How do you feel about the need to talk to the press? It's a necessity. So you're convinced your operation and team are the good guys? Absolutely. Okay, guy, sit down. I want you to understand that all of this is taking place so as to establish you're not doing more harm than good to this operation. I'm not giving you either. I've given you neither invasion nor bullshit. All these people opened up to us because I'm quite good at what I do. Hey, get your hands off me. Are you close to the Liberation Front or not? I understand that well, it's my fucking job. Only for the purposes of disassembling the organization. Ironically, you're making... Let's try to not do this one, because he doesn't seem to care about ethics. So let's say I understand well, it's my job. Do you find it acceptable that you've psychologically tormented several of the suspects on tape? No. Some of the people you've intimidated and manipulated were innocent. Why do they deserve to be treated so? Okay, so, we don't know they weren't Liberation Front. We just weren't able to prove it. You're way too sympathetic to their point of view. When did you become a fan of their ideology? It's my job to trick them. I have to appear sympathetic. But of course I'm not really. Okay, get your hands off me, dude. You're working with them, or at least you hope you were. Admit it. Oh, if I was, I'd have you taken out first thing in tomorrow. Stop this, please, sir. Stop it. I will not be the fool. Yeah. I'm not gonna confess. No way. I need you to calm down, sir. I'm not one of the fucking suspects. This is my ride. Tell me this. Are you ready to die for the cause of ending these monsters? No, I'm not a fanatic. Well, we said yes, my life for thousands of others. So let's try something different. I'm not a fanatic like they are. Well, let's see where you stand then. What do you even stand for in all this ultimately? I stand for law, sir. And there's a knife. Okay. Still not convinced you're innocent. What are you doing with that? Is that supposed to scare me? People like you that lend the Liberation Front so much credence about the abusive nature of the state. Let's go with this one. What are you doing with that? Merely pursuing the truth. Hey, quit it, dude. Are you a Liberation Front sympathizer? No. Are you trying to fucking make me one? Stop it, dude. Are you a member of Liberation Front? Don't lie if you want to walk out of here. Stop. I don't feel so good. You want me to say yes? I'll say yes if that's what you want. Gonna fucking kill me? What sort of fucking cop are you? No? Come on, mate. Are you Liberation Front leadership? Call off your goons. Close the operation. I don't feel so good. My visions are getting blurry. I don't feel so good. That's it? Was that failed? Hey! What the heck? Why did we just restart? Did the game just bug out on me again? Alright, let's try some slightly different options now. Maybe it's because, I had to restart twice for some reason. Ethical concerns? That you do. Are there any ethical breaches you'd like to clear yourself? Giving up Bennett Weiss, ignore procedures, but I maintain it was worth it. Good, we'll need to discuss that at length today. Bennett Weiss has gotten away as a direct consequence of your actions. You saved the factory, though. How would you describe your leadership style? I give my people space to do their own thing. What was it your actual intent to help Benowise escape? No, it was to save the... Let's go with this one. Again, save the factory? Why is it you believe Daniel Wilson to be Liberation Front? He was manipulated. So let's, instead of going with separate wings, let's go about this one about a matrix approach. They address different blankets of society. Why is it you believe Alex Nowak not to be Liberation Front? The priest did it and just manipulated the guy. Because I've read your reports, that's why the decision is necessary, this discussion is necessary. Why'd you offer Fred Ennis support with his transfer? Because we wanted to coax him into helping us. Let's talk about your management of this operation. Okay, sure. Or I do my best to stick to protocols, as you should. You've alienated and demotivated your agents on occasion. Any comments on that? I try to get them to do their best. You're known to be by the book. Following the rules is the only thing separating us from them. Seem to know a lot about their ideological terms. I do all my research and the study is well documented. How do you feel about talking to the press? It's necessary. Are you really convinced your operation team? Yes, we're absolutely good guys. You need to stop the fucking evasion and bullshit. Let's keep going down this road. I'm fully cooperating with you. Why do they all open up to me? I'm legit because I'm good at what I do. Get your hands off me, mate. Are you close to Liberation Front or not? I understand them well. It's my fucking job. You find acceptable that you've tormented several of them? Isn't different from what you're doing right now. Some of the people you've intimidated and manipulated were innocent. Why did they deserve to be treated so? It's not my fault the Liberation Front made suspects of them. I mean, they just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, whatever. You were way too sympathetic to their point of view in many of these interrogations. It's my job to trick them. Oh, come on, man. You're working with them, or at least you hope you were. Admit it. You're psychotic. You need to be urgently fired. If I was, I'd have you taken out first thing tomorrow. Stop this, please. I mean, we went with the, hey, what the hell are you doing, man, role. Maybe we didn't go it far enough. Let's try that again. Let's try to, I don't know. We tried to placate him, and we tried to show him the error of his ways. You're psychotic. Maybe you should realize what danger you're in. I will not be the fool that allowed the Liberation Front to flourish. You're keeping me from my work against the front, you madman. You're not leaving here before you convince me of it. Your eye twitches as they gesture aggressively. Tell me this. Are you ready to die for the cause of ending these monsters? I mean, I don't know which... I haven't went for the... I'm afraid the Liberation Front will win the clash of ideas. Theirs is the future. I don't know which one's the best option. Let's go for, yeah, sure, I'm willing to sacrifice, but I'm not really a sacrifice to you. What do you even stand for in all this? I'm just doing my job, man. Fuck, step off. I stand for the law. I mean, I think that's the right answer. He's gonna pull out the knife. Is that supposed to scare me? No, let's go let's go. I mean, we said we were gonna go all the, what the hell are you doing, dude? It's people like you that lend the Liberation Front so much credence. Are you a Liberation Front sympathizer? What the fuck, you madman? Are you a member of the Liberation Front? You gonna fucking kill me? What sort of fucking cop are you? And that's probably the end of us. My vision's getting blurry. Come on, what's the right path? And why do you keep let's I'm gonna have to like fix this. So I'm gonna end this episode or end this recording, and I'll have to figure out what's going on and restart the recording later. But hopefully I'll smash them together and you won't notice. Okay, so I've been reading in the Steam discussion forum about this, and there's not a lot on this game on Steam, honestly, as far as discussions goes. There was some mention about this in one topic, one post, where other people were having some issues, and someone gave an exact long list of everything to say, but I didn't copy any of that down, though there was just a mention of don't be snarky, try to be professional, and I thought we had done that. So, and also don't admit to anything. So, I don't know. Let's try it again. There was some discussion about people saying that this game or this part really soured their taste of the whole game. So let's try to be very professional. My team's been performing adequately. You're confident in your department. You're also not supposed to say anything bad about your team. I can't say anything bad about Tab. I am confident, yes. Let's see how this goes. Indeed, let's see how this goes, dude. Are there any ethics breaches you'd like to declare yourself? I'm running a clean operation here. Of course you are. How would you describe your leadership style? We give our people reason to make their own decisions. Pennywise has gotten away as a direct result of your consequence of your actions. I mean, they said don't. I had the option or the hints saying like don't be snarky, be professional, but also don't admit to anything. These both kind of sound snarky, honestly. Can't catch them all, and we saved the factory, didn't we? With pleasure, no need to thank us. So maybe what I should be doing is saying, hey, I was wrong. Clearly. Was your actual intention to help Pennywise escape? It was to save the factory and get closer to leadership, Liberation Front leadership, which I did. I was sure we'd get to Wise before King managed to tip him off. Yet he managed from right under your nose. Why is it that you believe Daniel Wilson to be Liberation Front? Not even sure he was, but better safe than sorry. I mean, he actually did things though, so I'm not saying that option. He was manipulating and planting bombs. And training profiling wise, you can't give us a more set profile. Give us a set profile. I mean, both of these seem to be a good option. I mean, they have separate wings. We know they have separate wings. It's a very rich understanding of their inner structures. Why is it you believe Alex Nowak not to be Liberation Front? No evidence of wrongdoing means he's innocent. We can't just jail people for associating my departments by the books. We can, though, if we'd be competent enough to prove conspiracy. Why'd you offer Fred Ennis? Because I wanted to have him help us. Because we wanted to coax him into helping us. Evidently. Because I evaluated there'd be no risk to society if he was transferred. I mean, I'm sorry I'm picking this option, because we wanted to coax him into helping us. Strange, you already knew he wasn't a high-level member of the front. Yeah, but he gave us more information. Let's talk about your management of this operation. Certainly. You've alienated and demotivated your agents on occasion. That sometimes means making them less happy when I try to have them strive for their best. If we can't get them by the book, they're as good as innocent. Or this thing about society, sticks and stones may break my bones, but office gossip. Can't get them by the book, then they're as good as innocent. Quite certain that terrorists love that sort of thinking. Do you have contact with Liberation Front off the books? No, I just understand their points of view very well. Maybe this one is too snarky. Say all my research is well documented. I just understand their points very well. Indeed, very well. Few seem to understand them as well as you do. How do you feel about the need to talk to the press? I understand it's a necessity. So you're really convinced your operation and team are the good guys in all of this. In as far as good guys actually exist in reality, absolutely. I want you to understand that all of this is taking place so as to establish you're not doing more harm than good. I'm not evading or bullshitting you. I'm fully cooperating with you. Liberation Fronters opened up to you. Why? Judicious use of enhanced interrogation technique. Like you, I'm also quite good at what I do. Is that too snarky? Should we say maybe their leadership told them to? Interesting that they would give such an instruction. Alright. Are you close to Liberation Front or not? We're not supposed to admit to anything. Only for the purposes of disassembling their organization. Do you find it acceptable that you've psychologically tormented several of those suspects on tape? No? Why do they deserve to be treated so? We don't know they weren't Liberation Front? Hey, get your hands off me, mate. The extremist infection crawling through our city has started entering your mind. Oh, this is different. The extremist infection crawling through our city has started entering your mind, hasn't it? You see more and more of these monstrous points every day, don't you? Just like you've said on some of these tapes. Just calm down. You have no idea what this Liberation Front really is. Stop pretending you have any chance of understanding it. Take your damn hands off me. Which one's the best option? Which one's the most, like, professional? Just calm down? Maybe that's the most professional one? Answer the fucking questions. You're way too sympathetic to their point of view. They have good points, their methods aside. You're insane. It's my job to trick them. I have to appear sympathetic. Of course I'm not. Yeah, so I think that's probably the best one because we're not admitting to anything. Because if we do this, we're admitting that we kind of agree with them. So this one seems, and this one is going to rile them up. So I have to appear sympathetic, please. Mr. All, I need you to calm down. Yes, I'm willing to sacrifice myself. I stand for the law, sir. I'm still not convinced you're innocent. Not convinced that you can be in charge of something so big. What are you doing that? Is that supposed to scare me? I mean, this is like the most... I mean, I know this is aggressive towards him, but this is the one that says, hey, we're by the books here. What are you doing? And he cut us. Speak, are you a Liberation Front sympathizer? No. Here, clean up. Was that it? Just because we said no? You're a monster. You're what's wrong with our system. I've never killed an innocent person. The front has and will again. I think they are the indisputable problem. Well, given all of this, I can't say I have any objections to you continuing to lead your operation. Fuck you, I'm gonna get you so fired. I need to take down the Liberation Front, but then I'm coming after you. I know you did what you had to do here. I'm glad we could settle this. I need to take down the Liberation Front, but then I'm coming after you, my dude. Fill out the appropriate forms and let's take things through their procedures. But after we get rid of the terrorists, good luck. Alright, achievement unlocked. That was such a freaking... I mean, honestly, we should be slamming his head into the wall right now. Like, there should be no fill out the paperwork. He's literally cut us. He should be in handcuffs right this second. As soon as we step out this door and there's more people to back us up, like, he shouldn't even be here. What was that all about? How was it? Hall is a hard guy, but I respect his drive. Hall is a damn psychopath. I can't believe how he acted in there. We seem to be cleared through for now. Don't know what the hell that was in there, but it doesn't matter. He's a damn psychopath. No, that's the truth. He's a damn psychopath. It's time to talk. What about Joseph? You're coming up on the leadership, nearing the end game. You're not going to get a lot of attempts at cracking them. Chances are, whoever's leading this, that they're powerful people. The Burgundy riots were supposedly a student movement. Bullshit. Ringleaders using impressionable youth for their own ends. So if you do get them, you have to be ready to act decisively during the very small window of time that you have them. Do you mean acting extrajudicially? What would you recommend I do? What would you do to end? What would you recommend I do? They can do so much damage from even inside a cell. Not that you'll ever get them in jail. They'll either win their trial or end up off the map. So if it happens that you get conclusive proof on them, they perish. Consider it mission accomplished. That's not how we work here, sir. Appreciate your directness and counsel, Joseph. Even if I'm not sure I agree. You're right, once I have them proven it's guilty, I need to see them ended. This is an outrageous proposition. How are you not worried about me reporting you after all this? At my age, what could happen to me? Getting fired, disgraced, jailed? I don't care. But I do care that this new riot, this front, is ended. And you should be focusing on that too. Get off my team, sir. We're getting so close, boss. Corroborating everything, the mounting evidence, pushing all the Liberation Front members we've caught, outside sources. We finally have something solid. One, Alexa Brown, connected to travel arrangements apparently made for the Front's top leadership. Rumor on the street is that the Front is looking outside the city and country, gathering other radicals for their cause. Trying to bring together, under their umbrella, all the psychos ready to kill for ideology. We're heading out to grab Brown. Rumor mongering. Let the information be leaked that you are about to identify and catch the Liberation Front's leadership. Report Elias Hall. Yes, we're definitely doing that. How have I been playing this game for so long and didn't realize that if we click here, like, we see the results. Like, I've been like saying, okay, you're 70%, you're 75%. I should be doing this. What am I doing? I haven't been doing this the whole time. Formulate an extensive internal complaint to document the abuse of... Yes. Tab. I'm going to need you to get on that. Brief Interpol. Keep Interpol abreast in the international angle. Jennifer, you do that. Denounce Elias Hall. Organize a press conference. Formulate a budget. I need to denounce Elias Hall. Denounce to the press Elias Hall's actions exhibited while questioning you. Yes. I don't care. Like, that man needs to be outed. I don't care that that might make the people more sympathetic to the terrorists and less sympathetic towards the police. Joseph, I'm going to need you to brief City Hall on what we're doing. All right, and ordering me an HR report, do some R&R team building, and maybe, as requested by the incarcerated Daniel Wilson, finance the medical operation his mother requires. Ooh, so we have to do that. So that's going to take all our money. So there we go. That's what we're doing. It leaves us $500. We're doing that. We agreed to do that. We're doing that. Continue. We found Brown deceased in her apartment. Apparent suicide, though we can't exclude that the Liberation Front is tying up vulnerable loose ends. Plenty of LF material around her apartment, but just the usual propaganda and no names. This woman was our route to the leadership, the best one yet. Excuse me? Where are you going, Jennifer? Got these out of the paper shredder. Maybe you can make something out of it. Oh, we gotta do another puzzle. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's use the big letters first. Well, maybe we can find the edges. Are there edges? That seems like well, that's not an edge. This is an edge. Yeah, right there. And this is the right side edge, I believe. So we need a... That's not quite it. There we are. So put that right there. And we need to close the circle. Not that one. Where's that? This is the outside edge? Yeah, that's that outside edge. Close the circle. Excuse me, close this. Oh, that's not the close the circle. Where is the other part of the circle? I must be looking straight at it. That one? Yeah. This looks like a business card for some senior concierge. So we have... Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Go. We have Valero Airlines. And I need the thing to go kind of... Well, nope. Where's the start of a word? Nope, that's not it. This is the V. The Valerie. There, yep. Excuse me? Nope, go away. Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Where's the rest of her word? Nope. Come on. Where are you? Come on, you're making me look bad, game. Is there stuff hidden? There, yeah. It was kind of hidden back there. Valerie? Come on. Get out of the way. No, stop. No, stop. Stop! Stop bouncing around, you madman. Alright, now we can kind of work on the airplane thing. That's not quite it. No, that's it. Valerie. We need our net. Valero. That doesn't fit. There you go. Come on, quit it. Quit it. Stop bouncing around. Internal. That does not fit. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. International. There you go. Sorry this is taking so long. Air lines. There we are. Valerie Arnett, Senior Concierge of Valero International Airlines. Arrived in Cambodia. The flight to Phnom Penh, Cambodia, provide the 24-hour hotline available 7 days a week to connect to Avaloro Concierge Service. The location for Avaloro Concierge Service inside the airport. Customers traveling in Avaloro Signature Cabin. The customers benefiting from the Avaloro Concierge Service. Annabelle Lee, Dennis Schmidt, Damascus Reed. Very odd piece of paper. This is what we're looking for. Head to that plane now and bring them to me. Success, 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 success all over the board. The grave aspects indicated in the report will be urgently investigated. Thank you for reporting, Elias Hall. The press is preparing for the story for a front page feature. The chief, however, is livid that you took this story public before an internal investigation. I don't care, Elias. Or I don't care, Chief. We've been congratulated on our work having yielded the most important outcome so soon. And we've received thanks from Interpol for our contribution. Authorities love us. Press approval went up. Popularity stayed the same. So I guess I'll end the episode here. Sorry, it was a little crazy one. That interaction with the internal affairs guy was honestly dumb. But thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.